Praise the Lord. How you guys doing today? Now today is day 53 of 366 beautiful days this year, and our word today is from the book of Psalms chapter 122 verse 1. I know most of us know this already, especially if you come from Worship Harvest. It says, I was glad when they said to me, come, let us go into the house of the Lord. Now I'm going to share very many scriptures, but just want to use that to just start us off. So I'm going to talk about the church. It's interesting because thank God for Worship Harvest. Now I actually know what real church is and what the church is. And I had our father Apostle Moses talk about the church, and I was like, wow, I was like, wow, this is what the church is. I had no idea. Praise the Lord. And today I'm just going to try to ask, what's church to you? What's the vision of church to you? So I'm going to share to you guys two things of what the church is. There are many, but just two things. So in the book of Genesis chapter 28, when Jacob has a dream, he has a dream and he sees angels ascending and descending, and in chapter 28 verse 16 says, then Jacob awoke from his sleep and said, surely the Lord is in this place, and I did not know it. Verse 17, and he was afraid and said, how awesome is this place! This is none other than the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven. So the house of God is the gate of heaven. Now think about it like a portal, like a portal, like the house of God is the gate of heaven, the place where we access everything that is in heaven. Praise the Lord. Every promise that's in heaven. Now, when you go earlier to verse 15 of chapter 28, this is what it says. It says these are just promises of God to Jacob. It says, behold, I am with you and will keep you wherever you go. I'll bring you back to this land, for I will not leave you until I have done what I've promised you. Like the gate of heaven is the church, and it's the house of God. Praise the Lord. And from that place is where we access every heavenly promise. Praise King Jesus. We access healing, we access prosperity, we access deliverance, we access freedom from demonic oppression, we access all those things from the church, So the church is the gate of heaven. It is a gate, it's like a portal through which we access things in heaven. Number two, the church is not just a place you go to or a venue you attend. The church is a family you belong to. So in the book of Mark chapter 3 from verse 33 to 35, when they were looking for Jesus, the people were telling him, your mother is looking for you, your brothers and sisters are looking for you. Then Jesus told them, my mothers? Who are my mothers? Who are my brothers? Then he goes down to say that my mothers, my brothers, and my sisters are those who do the will of my Father. That's why in the long run you get to realize that the more you're involved in church and ministry, your church family becomes like your actual biological family, because the church is the family you belong to and not a place you go to, not just a venue you attend. So from these two things, do not let someone force you to go to church, because how can someone force you to go to a place where you're accessing every heavenly promise? That's not fair, right? Like, how can someone force you to go to a place where you're going to find family and belonging? So the next time it's Sunday or it's any day to go to church for an event, have the David attitude. Be glad. Say, I am glad that I'm going to the house of the Lord, because you're going there to access your healing, to access your freedom, to access your liberty. So don't let someone force you to go to church, because that's the gate of heaven and it's your direct portal to all the heavenly promises. God bless you. Bye-bye.